to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction.
Dope soul, dope spirit. So today we're going to be talking about limiting beliefs, and this is more about your person, your SP. So that's going to be the focus on this video. I get this question a lot. If you feel like you cannot manifest this person by any means, everything else comes easy, everybody else comes easy, it's just this person. It's just this person. It just feels like there's a wall, there's a blockage. We are going to tap into why that is and how you could fix that today. Because people are like the easiest thing to manifest. I'm not going to lie. People are the easiest thing to manifest. Manifesting contact, manifesting somebody to think about you. It is not as hard as you think it is. And we're going to tap into why it's not happening for you. And it's not that you're not doing it right. You could be doing everything perfectly fine, and it's this one thing that's keeping you away from your desire. Okay, so we're gonna tap into that, how to fix that up, and make sure you watch to the end so I can tell you guys about a new main character manifestation course that's out. Okay, so we could really tap into it. So if you cannot manifest things with just your brain, there is something that's not clicking. Like, it's not clicking. Your limiting beliefs. You have a limiting beliefs. You could be doing everything right. Every tool, every candle, every ritual that you're doing, you could be doing everything perfectly. But if you have limiting beliefs, that's going to prevent you from getting what you want. Okay, your limiting beliefs keep you down here, and then your desire is right here. So it's like your limiting belief, your desire. Your limiting belief keeps you down here. Your desire is up there. When we are manifesting, we must reach our desire. We must get to the frequency, the vibration, we gotta get up there. And how to get up there is to make sure you don't have limiting beliefs. So you could be doing spell work every single day, but if you're not tapping into why you have these certain beliefs and how to alter them and train your brain to hit the frequency of what you want, the vibration, you're going to remain down here. You're going to remain down here. You're not going to really get everything that you want. You're going to keep checking the 3D for what you want. So let's go over what type of limiting beliefs that can show up when you are trying to manifest your SP. Okay? Yeah, boo. Your little yeah. Feeling like you're not enough, or putting them on a pedestal. So feeling like they're too hard to get to, or I don't know, like making them feel like they're unreachable, they're untouchable, like you can't get to them. That can come from many different things, but your self-worth is the main issue here. If you feel like you can't get to them, or you can't have them, or they're out of your reach, or you feel like you're not enough, that is where you have to tap into your self-worth and your self-confidence. Like, who can't you get? That's how you gotta really, when you're manifesting, just act like a Leo. And not just a regular Leo, a August Leo. What do you mean you can't get who you want? Like, what do you mean they're out of reach? When you are manifesting a person, you need to act like they're any old regular person. When you have attachments to something and you don't treat them as an experience, you're holding on to something there. There's something you're holding on there, and you got to release it. You have to release it. You can't make them, even though they're special to you, act like they're not special, okay? They're not out of reach, and you are enough. So let's stop. So how to know if this shows up for you, even if you're not aware? You feel like you're chasing them. You got to work on self-worth. You got to work on that confidence. If you're feeling like you need something external, like you need that person, you can't breathe without that person, you can't sleep, work on that confidence, work on that self-worth, boo. It is just a regular day. That is just a regular person, okay? And you got to act like it. Even if you got to fake it till you make it, and you got to train your brain to act like that's a regular person. If you feel like you're chasing, that is not good. You're not chasing. Nobody on this planet is worth chasing. Okay, you need to be chased, boo. So you better act like it. Act like you're the chase. You're the prize. You gotta switch that up. So if they don't contact you, Another limiting belief can be you feeling like you're always rejected. This can come from previous abandonment issues or past experiences. Maybe somebody just ghosted you or took back their energy from you, or whatever the case may be. You gotta release that, okay? Like, just because they're not contacting you, don't make it about you. Maybe they're sleeping. Maybe they're having a rough day. Maybe something is going on in their life that has absolutely nothing to do with you. But that is when you have to tap into yourself and figure out, where are these abandonment issues coming from, or where's these feelings of rejection coming from, right? You got to tap into yourself. A lot of things, blockages, aren't coming from outside the house. It's coming from inside the house. So you have to see where that comes from. Love does not require struggle. It is a limiting belief to believe that love requires struggle. I don't know about you, but I'm not riding or dying with nobody, okay? You got people that's out here riding and dying. Every goddamn wheel done came off. They trying to create families and have extra people to enter that car. The car is done. The ride is over. Pull the car over. It's about to break down. Stop that ride and dying mentality and, oh, what this person does, like they still love me. No. Love is easy. Love is kind. Love is mutual. Love does not require chasing. Real, authentic love. As easy as it comes, okay? So love does not require struggle, and you have to figure out why you would think that. That, again, can come from past programming. You might have seen family members have chaotic relationships and they still said they loved each other, and you might have grew around that. You might have saw it somewhere, or maybe watch movies like Love and Basketball. People swear that's a true love story. Honey, that was the most toxic story, and it was not an inch of love up in that bad boy, okay? So you could have grew up watching movies like that. You don't know where a lot of these beliefs are put into your brain. That's the scariest part about this all, is a lot of our beliefs didn't even come from us. It didn't even come from us, okay? So it's not even your fault that it's a little hard for you to manifest your SB. It's not even your fault, okay? But you got to figure out where that stems from. If you believe that love requires a little struggle, a little chase, a little no. Love is just relax. It's relaxing. It's kind. It's peaceful. It's mutual. Okay? Another limiting belief. You feeling like you have to earn somebody's love. I want to rip the little pieces of hair that I have. The little bit. You do not have to perform. You do not have to perform to be loved. You do not have to give while others take. Get that out of your brain, please. You do not have to perform in order to be loved. You do not have to earn it. Now, this could have came again. Childhood. Maybe, you had family members, caregivers tell you, if you do this, you love me. If you don't do this, da-da-da. It's like a mind game, seriously. Like, and a lot of people actually do that with children, or like young individuals, or even past relationships. Maybe you've had people tell you, you don't love me if you don't do this for me. Well, I beg your goddamn pardon. Okay? People don't even know the little things that they plant into their brain, and they plant into the people around their brain, and it's just an ongoing cycle. Okay? So if you have ever been told that you have to earn love, that is no. That's a no-no. So that could have came from past relationships, past experiences, but you do not have to earn nobody's love. That's not how this goes. Another limiting belief, feeling like life has stopped because you're not in contact with a person. Please, life goes on, okay? Life is temporary. Energy never dies, but you cannot have attachments to things in this realm. You cannot. Even your person, you might feel like they're special and stuff like that, but that is a reason why it's so hard to manifest them, because you are putting them so high on a pedestal when you're not up there. Like, no, Life goes on. Make sure you're still acting like life goes on, because it is. You should still be sleeping properly. You should still be eating properly. You should be taking care of yourself. You should be on top of everything, because life goes on. So if you feel like you're not happy without them, or life has stopped, you can't breathe when you're not with them or things like that, you're seeking this external happiness, or you're seeking something external from yourself, that's a no-no. That's just a limiting belief. And again, your SP contact or whatever you want from your SP is up here, and your limiting belief is keeping you right under that. Okay, life goes on with or without this person. I just want you to know, life goes on. Act like it. That's what you have to do. You have to act like it. Go out, take yourself out, go on dates. Like, it's okay. You can let somebody treat you good, but act like life goes on, because it does. Feeling like they're with somebody else, baby, you're going to manifest somebody else, okay? If you really feel like somebody is with somebody else and they're actually not, and you keep thinking this, baby, you're going to manifest somebody in that spot, okay? I'm telling you, you can manifest a third party. And a lot of people don't even understand this, but you can manifest for other people. If you did not know, you can absolutely manifest for other people. So with your thoughts, feeling like they might find somebody better, or they already found somebody, baby, you're gonna manifest them. You're gonna manifest them a perfect person, for real. You keep on with them thoughts, and this can come from anything. Maybe it came from past cheaters, or liars, or just feeling like you're not enough. Again, all of these limiting beliefs has come from somewhere. There is a root to all of these beliefs that has formed into a big plant in your brain, okay? And you just have to figure out where these beliefs came from. Those are just examples. There's plenty more. Oh, it's going to take forever to manifest them back, or there's so many limiting beliefs out there. Like, this would be a video for days if I was to sit here and try to name them all. There's so many, but the thing that we have to focus on is, where do they come from? How do you change it? How do you switch it? How do you work on it? How do you get rid of it? Remember, you cannot erase past programming, right? You cannot erase them. However, you can always create new ones. So we cannot go backwards and just undo all experiences we have ever been through, but we can replace them. And that's the beautiful thing about life. You can always wake up a whole new person. Like, that's the beautiful thing about life and manifestation. That's why people say to me, the Lulu, act like Leo. That's what I feel like. Before we even get to the steps, the pre-step before the steps, act like Leo. Just go ahead and act like an August Leo. Outside of acting like an August Leo, because you really got to start feeling like you're the only person on this planet, okay? Call it delusional, call it cocky, call it what you want, but get to acting. Step one, awareness is key. You cannot alter limiting beliefs or fix them or set in new beliefs if you don't know where it comes from, or what it is, or what you have to work on. You can't work on things without awareness. So first things first is you want to sit and journal what pops up for you, what beliefs pops up for you. I gave you a few examples, but if you are manifesting your SP, and for an example, you don't feel like it's working, so you check their social media, or you're checking for a message, or you're checking the 3D for results. You have to work on your confidence in manifesting what you want. You have to understand, okay, why do I lack confidence in manifesting what I want? So where could that come from? You have to think about the root of that. Why do I have to check? Why do I have to seek validation externally when I know it's on the way? When I know that it's coming, when I know that it's here. So, things like that. Feeling like you have to earn somebody's love. What is the root of that? Past experiences, past relationships, or maybe childhood. When you get to the root of it, that is when you rewrite it. You rewrite your belief. You rewrite your limiting belief. So you can go from, I have to do something in order for this person to love me. No, I don't have to do anything. I am who I am, and people love me for who I am. Same thing with checking to see if a person texted you. If you're manifesting your SB and you're like, where is my man? I'm waiting for his call. I don't see it. No, I don't have to check because he's blowing up my phone. Of course he wants to talk to me. He thinks about me 24/7. I am on his mind 24/7. He cannot stop thinking about me. He's obsessed with thinking about me. He cannot go another day without talking to me. So why would I have to look? I'm a good performer now. I goes deep within these conversations when I'm talking to myself. So you might see me go deep within it, but I don't have to check my phone and check for somebody. Like, why? I know who I am. I know what I offer. I'm that girl. Like, there's no comparing me. There's nothing out here that he could want more than me. So like I said, you gotta act like an August Leo. You gotta be delusional like us, baby. You got to. The world is yours. The world is literally yours. Your desires is yours. But your limiting beliefs can keep you in a bubble. So when you are aware of the limiting belief, you pinpoint it, it might show up. You know, just act like it's a regular day and pay attention to your thoughts. It's going to come up. It's going to pop up. Whether you doubt yourself, you doubt your skills, your power, something is going to come up throughout your day. You take note of it. You take note, just like, you know, a dream journal. Every time you feel like you have a limiting belief, write it down so you could rewrite it. So when those thoughts pop up, oh, I'm not enough. He's not reaching out to me. Oh my God, what do I do? What did I do? When you're making things about you, it is time to write it down, rewrite it, and now you gotta embody it. You gotta walk. You gotta walk the walk. You gotta talk the talk. You can't try to manifest somebody and then check your phone every 5 seconds. Like I told y'all, life goes on. With or without this person, life goes on, so you gotta act like it. Take yourself the hell out. Buy yourself some flowers. That man that been in your DM, that's probably for real your soulmate that you've been ignoring, and you've been trying to, you know, curve because he's not usually your type. Sometimes your type might be the one that's going to treat you right. But let him take you out. Entertain other conversations. Entertain, you know, other things outside this person. It is okay. Life goes on with or without them. So you have to embody it, act like it, dress up, do your makeup, or do something out of the ordinary. You know, if you don't like sitting out in public by yourself, or maybe out to dates by yourself, do it. Do something that you haven't done. Okay? Like, do something you haven't done. Make this about you. Do not make your manifestation about your SP. Even though you are manifesting your SP, don't make it about them. Make this about you. You are on a new journey. While there is no contact, you are on a new journey. This is about you, your self-worth, your confidence, and your limiting beliefs. So sit with yourself. Get to know yourself. Get to fall in love with yourself. You're going to see the shift. You're going to see it. You have to keep embodying it. You have to keep rewriting it. Just like those beliefs was stored into your brain, you have to store new ones in to replace those old ones, okay? So hopefully that all made sense. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And like I told you guys before, if you want to take it even deeper, come join the main character course. So the main character course comes with the Identity Shift Workbook, and it comes with the 30-day Unshakable Confidence Scripting Templates, okay? So really it's about rewriting yourself. So if you ever want to dive in deeper, and if you want to work one-on-one with me, your girl, make sure you check the link for all of the deets. But keep going, you guys. Your SP is just another desire, okay? You got to get rid of your limiting beliefs to get to the SP, okay? You got to get rid of it. Treat them like a regular person. Act like an August Leo. Awareness. Write it down. Figure out the root of it. Rewrite it. And then embody it. But you got to keep it going. You can't just, okay, oh my God, it's been a month. Baby, do you know how many beliefs you have to rewrite? Do you know how many things you have been through that's not your fault that you got to rewrite? Give yourself grace. Give yourself patience, and you're powerful, okay? Always remember that. What better option your SP got than you? Act like it.
Picture on my mirror. Start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach, there's a pain. You walk in my direction.